Today, join Roberta and Greg as they navigate their way through the breathtaking Zion National Park in Utah, and then head north to the equally beautiful yet uniquely different Cedar Breaks National Monument, also in Utah, right now on Bert and I got up early to venture our way toward Zion National Park, driving through the beautiful touristy town of Springdale, Utah, which borders Zion on the south side of the park.
Nice little gift shops and such. Well, this is just pretty cute. Well, this is what we're going to see all the way through to Zion. And the car lineup, yeah, I don't know if you can see it up there, but it's a big lineup going all the way around the corner and then some. So
at 8:35 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday, but like I say, before COVID, Greg and I would come to Zion and just whip through it. I mean, we could see what we wanted to, come in and out, pull over, get back on the highway, back up. Oh, back up. Let's go see that rock. Whatever. And now it's just a sea of cars and people everywhere. So, folks, we don't know what to tell you as far as when to come, but definitely not on a weekend. But you know, ever since probably June, July, August, and September, that's when you're going to see crowds and just inching along. This is what you do. You're going to inch along to see this park. And then you're going to try to find a place for parking to get on a shuttle. So that's going to be a move right there, is try to find a spot to park. So either you inch along or you get on a shuttle. And then what's the shuttle going to do?
Well, it goes up the one way.
Oh, he goes up a certain way to...
It's not going over the...
Ah, okay.
Going over. So I go into the...
I see.
Pipes and the weeping wall.
Yeah, right. Well, things that we'd love to do, but...
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Not enough parking.
Anyway, this is it. Enjoy, honey.
Sure.
Sure.
Well, this is Zion Park, National Park Visitor Center. You can see the shuttle buses and so forth. So this is what you need to do to go to Weeping Wall and all the other sites that have that, like that one, that the road that ends. No more driving up there, at least this time of year.
There's two different pay stations to get into the park, the drive-through and the walk-in. Both will lead you to the free shuttles to Zion Canyon. If you're heading east on Zion-Mount Carmel Highway, you can drive through using your own car. Vehicle entry fee is $35 and walk-in is $20.
This is by the Visitor Center here in the Zion National Park. And we're a little confused about the whole situation here. There was a sign. We drove past it. And so now we parked on the side of the road just before the entrance fee, drive-in entrance fee. And I think right now, if you were to come up here on a Sunday, probably one of the last few nice Sundays of the year, this is September 17th, I do believe. And try to make it on a weekday. And even then it's probably pretty crowded, but this is nuts. The lines to get in the park are insane. And we're going to have to cut, probably have people honking at us. So we're parked up at the side up here, where these are all, see all the entrance people here, people going into the entrance. That line up, and we're parked on the side up here because we bypassed the visitor center that we wanted to see. And so we're gonna have to cut into a long line there, make people happy. Okay, I see how it works now. So you can pay here, which we knew, but we didn't know that there'd be another turn off here immediately to where you could go to the visitor center and get the shuttle buses up that one street that dead ends at the end there. And so, my bad for not knowing that. Should have probably looked ahead into that before, but I did look at the site this morning on the closures and all that kind of stuff.
It would be nice to have a big sign that says Visitor Center instead of a little one in the village.
Yeah. You know, Zion straight ahead and Visitor Center and parking and shuttle buses this way. That's what they should have.
Yeah, exactly.
All right then. I said my piece.
Yay, we're in. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Of course, you go through a lot, and it's worth it. You know, just to see the beauty of our land here in the good old US of A. You have to go through a lot to do it, because everybody wants to. It's so beautiful. So yay, we're here.
Looks like we're just gonna do the drive through, the up and over versus anything else. Again, it's a early Sunday morning, but not early enough to where, sorry about the sun there, but you can try to get a little bit of a view of the crags and the beauty of the area. So we're gonna pull off anytime we can, which is gonna be a difficult thing in itself. Occasionally you get a pullover where you can actually pull over and get an awesome view of Zion National Park and these beautiful, I'm going to call them mountains for lack of any other word to use. I'm sure there's a more proper word to use for these cliffs, these red cliffs. Pretty serene right now. Nice, beautiful tree. You get the beauty of Zion National Park. And then, unfortunately, people come through here. We all have vehicles. Got to get around. But sometimes they gun their motors. Kind of like that right there. There was one that just had a muffler on it just to make it sound like it's more of a muscle car than it is. In fact, I think it's this guy right here. He's going to make as much noise as he can going around the curve. Nonsense. Beautiful. There you go. Oh, look at that. I just missed Bert running across the street. A nice panoramic view of Zion National Park. This is also the part where you start going through the tunnel of Zion-Mount Carmel. And so it has the windows here every so often. So as you're driving through the tunnel, you have some light coming through it. Yeah, pretty cool. So, got to pull over and take a look at the God's creation here and man's knowledge that God gave him to make these tunnels through these mountains. It's not my forte. I don't think I have a forte.
Well, we got a car line up. I think it's because of the tunnel. It's up here, so maybe it might be a one-way in, type of thing. So you wait your turn, or it's just everybody's trying to get a snapshot of the tunnel. But we'll see here in a minute. Here we go into the tunnel. 1 mile and something. Woo. This is awesome how they have these windows. Isn't that something? Oh, wow.
Coming out towards the east side from Zion-Mount Carmel Pass, if you want to call it that, which I wouldn't say. And this guy has another unique look to it here in Zion National Park. Too cool. Love these. Easy to walk on, fun to look at.
I know, look at the layers.
Layers, just like onions. Yeah, this is beautiful. You get a reminder in a national park, talk in your, even though you're outdoors, talk in your indoor voice. It's still, people want to enjoy the nature, the beauty, the serenity. It's tough to do so with all the cars and all that kind of stuff, but when you're out and about, just keep it down. If you see some animals, stay your distance. And don't be screaming and yelling that there's an animal out there so that they run away to where the others can't enjoy it. All right. I'll get off my apple box now. Lovely. East side of the park of Zion National Park. And, you know, you can kind of escape the hordes of people. It's just a turnout off the highway, obviously. And you can still enjoy the beauty and some serenity. You're going to get some cars coming by every once in a while. Well, more than every once in a while, but look at that side, that sandstone there. What a look. Beautiful blue sky, nary a cloud.
Not too hot?
Yeah. Nice, cool up here. Down where we stayed last night, Laverkin, Utah, it's going to get up to 92 today on September 17th. That's an interesting looking rock right there. Looks like it was burnt on top. I wonder what that is. Could be. Isn't this cool?
Yeah, it kind of
looks like a, yeah, it looks like some root.
Why is the rock over there?
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
I don't know what it's made of. I don't know if it's a wood.
Sure.
Wow.
It's coming from one of these trees here.
Ancient.
Which tree is that coming from? I don't know.
I don't know. It's crazy. It's over there.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're just gonna walk out a little bit onto these little ledges. I don't know what Bert's doing back there. I love this. So fun. Lovely. Keep on going here and find out what's at the very end, huh? I hear the hum of the cars in the background, but when there's no cars coming by, you hear the chirping of the birds. Yeah. So water comes through here every once in a while, eh? Sure, when there's melt-offs in the mountains, this gets going pretty good. And loving it. Checkerboard mesa here in Zion National Park. You can see the formation off of this mesa. Very unusual. And got here at the wrong time. A busload of people just let out. You can see them. This checkerboard goes over here beyond that too. I'm sure there's a sign over there that tells me why, but I'll never be able to get close to it now. See them? Still got the checkerboards there. Great scenery.
We're leaving out of the east side of Zion, and we kept on going and going and going, and then Grace said, take this line up. It's just, this is how long the lineups are. Goodbye, Zion.
There's a bunch of bison, but these aren't wild. These are grown for, I'm assuming, to become bison burgers. So, and I don't know, losing track of time. In about a week, a little over a week, we should be seeing this in bunches of these in Yellowstone. Wild. Not the being raised for burgers. This is Navajo Lake. It was formed by lava. We just passed a bunch of lava flow. So we were driving to Cedar Breaks here and come across this. It's pretty cool. And that's that line you see out there is actually a dike that helps maintain the flow, the water levels of the lake. Pretty cool. Been seeing lots of aspen trees on the way up here. Beautiful scenery. Dead trees have a certain beauty to them, don't they? Wouldn't think so in Utah that there was some sort of a lava flow. It was quite vast, actually. As a side note, the longest lava tube in America is just right here at Duck Creek Campground, which is just real close to us. We passed by that. And the full length of it is still unknown. It's on Highway 14, runs under Highway 14 here. Interesting. Cedar Breaks National Monument. We're just in Zion National Park, and this is about slightly over an hour to get here from Zion. We had the crowds of Zion to minimal people here in Cedar Breaks. However, the visitor center is closed for they're building a new one. And so the Supreme Outlook or Overlook is closed as well. But you get this view. And it's beautiful, isn't it? It looks like hoodoos out there, doesn't they? Which is where we're heading next, Bryce Canyon. This is Chessman Ridge overlook here in Cedar Breaks National Monument.
Wow,
yeah.
Look at the nice trees, how rich they are. Oh, take it home for a Christmas tree.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's just an overlook here, so we're walking all of about 30 yards. That's good.
That's good.
Little chilly, the wind's blowing. Probably low 60s, maybe mid 60s. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Yes, this does remind me of Bryce Canyon. Where they just said it, where we're going to next. So we'll compare the two. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is crazy that way as far as... Yeah, it's a little bit different. The hoodoos are... I wouldn't call these... But wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Nice fir tree there. This is we're over 10,000 feet up. I didn't realize that. Let's see. It's going to be windy out on this point, so yeah. Got some Christmas trees over here, eh?
As we wrap up taking in the beautiful overlook views at Cedar Breaks National Monument, Bert and I were delighted that we took the hour-and-a-half drive from the east entrance of Zion National Park to the magical scenery of Cedar Breaks. From Cedar Breaks, it takes approximately an hour and 10 minutes to arrive at Ruby's Inn at Bryce Canyon. Next up for Bert and I, you guessed it, spectacular Bryce Canyon National Monument on the next Out and About with G&B Unedited. See you then.